Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Salutes to everybody. Much love and respect. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button for you boys. Salute. Hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. My brother Voodoo Child, salute. Much love and respect. I did drop the link, man. The floor is open. Y'all can come on up. You know, tonight's show is inspired by a Facebook post and a reel and a short that I made. Okay. Same shit, different hats. The problem that we have in this country right now is the powers that be have an agenda. The people in the country have agendas that they hope that the powers that be will back. But the people in the country don't know that the powers that be are using them to fuel their agenda. Say, for instance, right? Black nationalists and white nationalists. These two different people under the same hat are looking for two different things. See, a black nationalist is being the fuel for the agenda under the guise of nationalism, under the guise of religion. We have black nationalists who want the crime eradicated in their neighborhoods. We got a lot of black nationalists that's saying, go ahead and send the National Guards to Chicago. Go ahead and send the National Guards to Memphis. Little do they know, or what they fail to realize, is the powers that be have an agenda. These people got Project 2025 in place. These people got Project 2030 in place. You got to ask yourselves, why would a white nationalist care about crime in the black community when that's the safest place for them? Yes, you heard that correctly. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, where I'm from, and we're going to talk a lot about Pine Bluff, Arkansas tonight, and rest in power to Demetrius Moore. Demetrius Moore was found hung inside of a shed with a padlock on the outside of the motherfucking shed, and they're saying what makes you think it was a crime? Because it was a nigga hanging in a motherfucking white man's shed with a fucking padlock on the outside. Dummy. That's what make me think it was a motherfucking crime. These are the repercussions of the white nationalists, the agenda that's being pushed. You have white radicals. You have black nationalists who are pushing the agenda of the white nationalists who don't care about your fucking crimes in your neighborhood. Why do you say that, Key? Because they don't care about the crimes in their own motherfucking neighborhood. A white boy shot Charlie Kirk. A white boy took a shot at Donald Trump. They ain't saying send no motherfucking troops to get them motherfuckers. So if they don't care about Charlie Kirk being shot by a white boy, if they don't care about Donald Trump being shot at by a white boy, what the fuck make you think they care about your kids killing each other? Two wings of the same bird headed to one destination. What's that destination, Keith? Oh, we going digital. We finna have this some computer love going on, baby. That's what's happening. Digital ID. You remember that mark of the beast shit that y'all used to be so fearful and scared of and shit? Well, why the fuck are you running to it? You know what was digitally ID first before they finna get ready to digital ID your ass? A bag of chips. Yeah, yeah. That's why you niggas salty. Cause you niggas are practicing on being Pringles, motherfucker. You niggas practicing on being a fucking can of Pringles. That's what's happening right now. There is a full-fledged race war that is on the brink of being kicked off in this motherfucker because everybody thinks they're special. Trump's he's gonna knock off the inflation. Oh, Trump gonna get the farm and shit together. He's gonna get them tariffs straight when he ain't did a motherfucking thing. They using you niggas. They using you niggas. They playing on your motherfucking emotions with your religion, and they telling you this is a God-fearing country. They say some good shit to get you on their dick. Like a pimp. Like a pimp. They get up there and talk about how they don't like gays and homosexuals, and you pump your black ass fists and you say, yeah, fuck them gays. And they like, yeah, we got them. See how this work? Sellout ass niggas. Marty, salute. And see what they gonna do is, why the black motherfuckers are being racist toward the white motherfuckers, and why the white motherfuckers being racist toward the black motherfuckers, and then why the black and the white motherfuckers being racist toward the foreign motherfuckers, they gonna fuck all y'all. Why run down and fuck one when you can walk down and fuck them all? You see how they work? This is what we dealing with today. The left wing and the right wing are on the same fucking bird and is only going to one motherfucking destination. That's the total control of your motherfucking ass. The total control of your mind, your body, and your motherfucking soul. Know where to run to, baby. Know where to hide when they put that digital ID on your ass. You're going to be scanned through every fucking checkpoint you go through like a bag of chips. So lay your ass down. Salutes to everybody. Make sure you hit that like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. I'm going to open up the call lines and I'm going to let people come up. It's going to be a great build tonight. Salute. Make sure y'all support the show. Much love and respect. My brother T. Riggle, salute.
Salute. Check.
Mic check. Sound loud and clear, good brother.
Yeah. I mean, you just said it in a nutshell. You know, if people don't get what you are saying, well, you know, you're going to see how valuable your soul is when you get digitized now.
That's right.
You know, there's a little mini series. I guess you can watch it on Tubi, you know, and it's called Upload. And that was a clear indication of how they want society to run. Automated cars, everything automated. And when old dude was about to pass away, they gave him a choice. They said, do you want to do the natural way or do you want to upload? And that the wife told him to upload, and oh my God, condemnation.
That's a fact. They want to upload the consciousness. And see, I'm going to get into all that tomorrow. Make sure y'all tune in for that tomorrow. We talking about the same shit tonight. But see, the people.
One, two, test.
Salute my brother Voodoo Child. Oh yeah, loud and clear, good brother. And so the white nationalists, they're being sold, and what my feedback was on Facebook was, it's a culture thing. Even black people saying this. It's the culture. It's the black culture. Well, that black culture is a soulless culture, and these motherfuckers got it too. They don't even know that they're pushing racism. They want to point out how fucking racist that the Democrats is. The fucking the Republicans are racist too. They both pushing racist agendas. They saying they tired of ratchet. It's a black fatigue thing. See, I didn't fully understand what the fuck I was saying when shit first came in the beginning. But what they're doing, it's a Zionist movement off top. Because the black hats are in control of this shit and they using all of us. Black people, white people alike, foreign motherfuckers alike. If you set your mindset to back the agenda of the powers that be, the black hats, and the agendas of this nation, then you pass. You elected. It don't matter what the fuck color you is. And if you're a poor white, or if you're a poor foreign motherfucker, then they gonna niggerize your ass too. How you like that word, T? That was a good one, wasn't it? Go ahead, my brother Voodoo Child. You got it.
Once again, I'm looking at this, man, and one side of the fence is right, one side of the fence is left. Both of them are pointing to the slaughter chute. People are holding on to one side, saying it's my side, it's serving its purpose to me, it looked good to me. But like I say, everybody got a diminished picture of this shit. These people don't give a fuck. They not trying to slim down the population because they're going to make a better one. It's because they just don't need your worker ass no more. The industrial age is over. We're into the technocracy right now. And we need a minimum amount of motherfuckers to work on machines, to keep shit going right, and to maintain some semblance of humanity just in case things break down, we need them again. And it's just simple as that, you know. And we getting caught up in these side stories, white, black, rich, poor, they doing me wrong, they giving it to the foreigners. All that's serving its purpose. If I'm at the top, I don't give a fuck what chute you choose to go down. All of them lead to the shit pit.
Ain't that the truth?
I mean, basically, we fighting to get people to see that it leads to the shit pit, while they're fighting to choose what pit what chute they want to go down. Am I the black man chute? I'm the white man chute. I'm the black man that got enough money to supersede the black chute, and then I'm gonna get in the rich black man chute. All chutes end up in the shit pit, and that's the end of it. I mean, no matter how much you dedicate, it's still gonna chew you up and spit you out. It's a meat grinder. That's all it do, and it don't do nothing else. It's not broken. It can't be fixed. Awareness and knowledge is the only way to even try to fight it, because at this point it's so well engineered and it's so well in place. It's almost no way around it. And if people aren't willing to unplug from these social medias, influences, you can watch it, but don't let it influence you. I mean, if they're not willing to unplug from these concepts, these styles, these fashion, these branding, all these things that are fighting your commonsensical thinking pattern into feeling and believing and having faith in things that have never supported you, never helped you, never did anything for you. If you didn't have the work and the wherewithal behind yourself, none of these concepts even matter. But if you value them and you choose it, people keep, to me, we're giving these people way too much credit. Because what they did do, they did dumb us down, but it was nothing stopping parents from smarting us up. They did empower us with all types of options, but nothing stopped you from not choosing it. So that's my only issue with this. Because most of the things we're into and we're ignorant of, we chose. So at its core, this is a value problem. What do you value? If you value bullshit, regardless of how much we spill out the commonsensical shit that leads to the outside of the bag, they're still going to go back in the bag because that's what they value. And really, they make it like it's so hard to get away from the machine. This machine is simple. You have to choose things and value things that benefit you. If you're not choosing and valuing things that benefit you, you're going to fall into this, sissy ass, victimized ass state where they're doing this, they're doing that. The simple way is not to choose it. But can you handle that?
do you think because I think people now that I look at it, I'm kind of seeing this shit a little different because I'm thinking people, you know, I'm thinking what people value are just their values. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking those people are valuing what they want because I'm feeling like,
Excuse
yeah,
me. Sorry about that.
okay.
I should have muted up when I'm driving. I'm sorry about that. I apologize, y'all.
Nah, go ahead.
Well, what I'm
Okay.
saying, bro,
Oh yeah.
it's simple questioning.
I got you.
It's simple. Go ahead, don't do it.
Oh yeah. I got you. So I'm asking, do you think that even if we had different values, that's gonna change the overall agenda? Because what I'm looking at is it really don't matter what we do.
I look at it this way, Mr. Nawful. No, values aren't some magical answer. But what they will do, there will be a litmus because most of the stuff they're doing and how they're financing it is off what we're choosing to do. Do we support football? Do you buy season tickets? Do you buy the $15 one beer when you get there? If you're choosing to do none of that, where are they getting the money from this? Now they got to come out their own pocket. Because see, the most illest thing about this situation to me is we are financing our trip to the shitbox by what we're choosing to do. And as long as we feel some way about it, or we inform ourselves about it, nobody gives a fuck because the machine is still going. But if you choose to stop participating in these things, then I have to go in my own coffers to push forward this plan that has been running smoothly on its own. Because these cows, without noticing there's a slaughterhouse up ahead and not even giving a fuck, keep choosing these chutes thinking if I go down this one, I'll be all right. No, you won't. You gonna lead still to the fucking same slaughterhouse. No matter how you get there, high road, low road. The only way to really affect any of this is to choose none of it. Start propagating it.
Let me know when I can ask y'all this question.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm done.
Okay. So the question is, because I'm just trying to, I get what you're saying, but I want it to be a direction. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, fuck it, I ain't gonna ask no question. It don't matter what the fuck we do. It don't matter if we do the right thing. If we do the right thing, it's just gonna make them draw their pistol quicker. If we do
I agree with that.
I just want to finish. If we don't do nothing, if we do the right thing, it's gonna make them draw their pistol quicker. If we sit here and lollygag and bullshit and don't focus on what we should be focused on, that's actually buying us more time. That's what's taking place right now. It's actually buying us more time. That's why they trying they damnedest to inflict shit. Just like these sleeper cell motherfuckers they got that's popping out of the woodworks with this racist shit. Because there is no reason. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Okay, I get what you're saying, and I'm right there with you. But causing them to show their hand by us no longer showing them that, hey, you're not going to smoothly walk me to the slaughterhouse. I'm not going to that gate no more. Then that's going to cause us to have to show our hand. We're going to find out if we really ready to fight. We're going to find out if we really ready to stand up. We're going to find out. And if not, if we don't stand up, if we're afraid to have them to show their hand so those of us that are warriors can stand up, then we deserve what we get.
I got you.
Because there's no other option. It's fight back or slowly take this fucking. And I mean, I'm sorry. I'm the one used to slinging that meat. Regardless of you slinging it fast or slow, I don't want no meat.
Okay, I got you. But T-Riggers, I'll let you interject because I don't want to lose my train of thought. I want to regather my train of thought. Because what I'm trying to... Now I got to gather my train of thought. I'm going somewhere.
I mean, it's a large crowd of people. The only way they ever gonna be ignited and get off their feet, for sure, that hey, this is what that is. And to me, the true way to show what that is choosing the option of none of the above. You know, of course you got to eat. Of course you got to go to work. But if you're not participating in I mean, this, first of all, this infrastructure is built on spending. And there's a quarterly report. There are certain holidays every 3-4 months they're going to line up on your ass. If those holidays are disemboweled, we just don't pay attention to them. You know how much money injected into this system that's not going to be there for them? But you're going to have it. Therefore, you choose and value things that benefit your family, and you strengthen yourself. It's not a get out of jail free card, but it's actually investing more time and effort into you. From that point on, people got to organize. Are we going to do all those things? I really don't think so. So
this is what I'm trying to say. I just need 2 minutes. Please, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, right? This is what I'm saying. If we don't actually fucking recognize on a collective course what's really happening, because it's the problem is this the point I'm trying to make. We got white people, we got black people, we got racist motherfuckers, we got kumbaya motherfuckers, we got so many different people on the same side of the fence pushing for the same side of the agendas with different values. They pushing blindly. They don't even know because they're not well informed about what the fuck the end game is. So even though they saying, hey, I don't like that ratchet shit, I really like this. They pushing the same fucking agenda with the people who they upset with, the people who they think they going against. Because nobody has a clear, the people at the top are misleading the people on what they trying to do. See, we got to know that this shit is a script. This shit is all fake. So as long as we even sitting there thinking that we can do any motherfucking thing in this system, we gonna be fucked. It ain't gonna work. So we gotta stop. I know a lot of people like to say, well, you gotta get yourself together. You gotta get yourself together and you gotta be able to work together too. That's called balance. If you just work on yourself, that's gonna tip the fucking scale, the table gonna fall over. If you just work with everybody and you don't work on yourself, you still gonna tip the fucking scale and the table gonna fall over. It's all about balance. We got to be able to do both at the same time. We got to be able to walk and chew motherfucking bubble gum because we're dealing with controllers who are not being truthful to the people. The people have a false conception. The people are thinking we are a nation and we are a fucking corporation. This ain't no nation. This ain't no country that's operating like a fucking nation. We're in a country that's operating like a corporation, like a business. That's why foreign motherfuckers is in control and running this motherfucker because we under new management and don't even fucking know it.
Mr. Norfolk, I totally agree with you. I'm taking what you're pushing. But guess what? The only reason they've been able to get people to stand in this area that's full of shit, harming them and destroying them, is because they started in kindergarten. They've been educating them for that. Education is indoctrination. And that's the only way that we fight that. We educate them on, guess what? This is what you have to understand. And if you don't understand that, when I say values, I'm not saying some moral standing that makes us all good. What I'm saying is you should, like an animal, he only gonna value, like somebody the other day was telling me they put a burger down and a dog didn't even want to eat the fucking burger. You know why? Because he can smell, he can detect, he can look at it and see there's no nutritional value in that for me. So I don't eat it. It ain't about being morally, I'm the best dog there is. Sniff that shit, look at that shit. Let's do the math on that shit. Most people are not able to do that. They have to be taught to do that. I say that's our job. Our job ain't trying to get them to go to the right side. It's making available the understanding that it takes for you to value the shit that's benefiting you and not value the shit that's fucking you over. And that's just a simple, easy fix.
And I just want to say this, and T Riggs, my bad, because I know you've been wanting. I know you've been wanting the mic. So, but what I'm trying to say is, we got to talk about what they doing. I don't want to undermine talking about what they doing because everybody don't have a clear conception of what they doing. First, we got to recognize what they doing. We can't go off what we think they doing because that's gonna make us do the wrong shit. So we all gotta come together in agreement. At least we can't even agree on what they doing. Some people saying, no, they ain't trying to fuck us. No, they trying to kill us. No, they trying to do that. No, they really looking out for us, man. That's why I'm voting for them. So once we can come at a collective thought and a collective consciousness to at least stand together and be like, okay, can we agree that this is happening? You know, can we agree that it's raining? Some nigga think it's hailing. Some nigga think it's snowing. I'm clearly wet. Everybody's clearly fucking wet. It's raining. Okay, boom. Now we can move forward. Now we can get umbrellas, put on rain boots, and get a fucking jacket. But my bad, T Wriggles. Go ahead and then Voodoo Child, get it out to T Wriggles. My bad,
because
T Wriggles.
No, because you know we're dealing with, you know, because I'm all about the people. You feel me? And some of our people actually still think that terrorists brought down the Twin Towers. Obviously, the C-19 didn't hit people's minds yet that this is going against you. So what's going to happen, right? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. We're going to need another traumatic event that will shift the mind of people to now realize that the government and everybody is going against you. See, if people don't know that, it's hard to move. Like you just said, like it's raining and you think that it's sunny outside. Do you understand what I'm saying? So in order for all of us, yeah, and then you can look at us as the ones that are going to help and guide and lead, but I can only help you so much. I can lead you to this water, but this is what I'm seeing. What's going to shift the mind? A traumatic event that needs to take place, and then that traumatic event is going to now wake people up and say, man, hey, King Arthur, Voodoo Child, and they was right. We were right. We was telling you. Okay, so now that we all know, let's move in this direction. Because if you don't know how we're going to move as one. On that land.
I totally get that. I totally get that. I totally get that, Mr. Ruggles. But here's the sad part about it in my thinking, and tell me if I'm wrong. I'm waiting for somebody to straighten me out. If we have to wait for another traumatic event to move, let's take that analogy and place that over a dog. Do you want a dog that got to keep getting bit and shot before he know to attack? Or you want that dog that looked through the fence, he can sniff out and tell this motherfucker got some fucked up shit going on with him. I'm about to get in his ass. Because the traumatic event to me is synonymous with that. We waiting for this catastrophe to lose most soldiers and all that. To me, if we're just making simple choices that cause them to reveal their hand, we still get the same effect. But at least we on the other side of the line, ready to fight instead of traumatized. Now we need to fight, but at the same time, we still got to recover from this traumatizing event that just showed us what the fuck we dealing with. By now, if you ain't recognize if it's raining outside or if it's hailing, you know, I can't do nothing with that. You know, we can't save everybody, but this is what I can ask. Hey, bro, regardless if it's raining or hailing, is it comfortable to you? Is this climate comfortable to you? Let's stop trying to fight on what it is and let's ask, is it comfortable? Because raining or hail, if you don't like it,
I agree with you.
If you don't like it, you're gonna do.
I agree with you. But what I'm saying
let's
is,
not argue if he's shooting us or he beating us with a bat.
No, that ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we gotta let the people know what's going on. That's the point of being in a position of power to be able to speak in the first place. You got to take the responsibility with you speaking to everybody. So that's what I'm trying to do. I got a short tolerance for bullshit myself, right?
Me too.
I got a short tolerance for bullshit. But if I'm gonna be in a position to be able to speak and reach a lot of people, then I have to take the responsibility. It's like a teacher in the class. Everybody ain't putting their kids in private school, so let's stop that. Damn near everybody children, damn near 90% of everybody children go to public school. So if you sending your child to the school and the teacher just saying, well, fuck them other 20 kids, I'm just gonna fuck with these 10 who getting it, because these 20, I ain't got time to fuck with them today. See, now we going against our own self. Now we cutting our own foot off when we don't even got the resources to really even fight these people. So why the fuck will we keep cutting off the people we got in numbers? That's the best thing we got going is numbers. We just gonna have to be a little bit more patient and be like, and not discourage, but encourage motherfuckers into the fight. That's the heavy is the head that wears the crown. So if you're in a position to be the leader, you gotta be smart, you gotta be ferocious, vigilant, you gotta be all that shit. You gotta be loving, compassionate, you gotta be educated, you gotta be everything to be in that seat when you in the forefront. Because we in this world where people been indoctrinated since kindergarten. So if it's some motherfuckers who still don't get it, I get it. So even though I'm like, damn, you don't get it? Okay, look, I'm gonna show you again, right? You don't see this and see this and this and that. Like my kids, I don't expect them to just know some shit just because they done heard some shit or seen some shit before. Now, after I sit down and I show them, then I'm mad at them. Fuck what you done looked at and seen, and fuck what you done heard. Different people learn different. Some people learn by sight, some people learn by ear, some people learn by fear. But the majority of people learn after they try it one time. That's why when you get a job, they train you. Even if you tell them you done did it before, they still don't let you on their flow until they physically train you and see if you know how to do it. So I just don't want to really beat the people down. Be like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
you see what I'm saying? I get what you're
I
saying.
see what you're saying, but guess what? At the same time, before they even give you the job, they even train you for the job. Before they even get ready to let you on that flow, the first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna give you a fucking application and see where your value's at. If you can be applicable to them. And I understand about inspiring the people, not giving up on the people. But if a nigga not picking up what I'm putting down, dog, I mean, like I said, I'm ex-military.
Oh,
They're gonna
yeah.
weed out the one. They're gonna weed out the ones who want it and the ones who don't want it.
And
And
I
guess what?
get
The
you.
ones who want it gonna be way easier to get this movement going than dealing with all these motherfuckers who don't want it. And if they don't value it, it's like that old raggedy Bible tell you, you know, you can't cash your pearls before fucking swine because it's just nothing on the ground to him. So the next man look at a wrench and he gonna pick that wrench up. He gonna pick that wrench up. He gonna do beautiful things with the wrench, and the other motherfucker gonna use that wrench like a hammer. Now, there's a
But
place
look,
for the motherfucker using a wrench like a hammer.
because I don't want to get off course. So because what we talking about is same shit, different hats. We talking about nationalism. We talking about the race shit that's going on in the country. So that's all I was
Right on.
trying to do before we.
Yeah, I understand.
I want to stick to the topic. That's all.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
And-
any builder, hey, bro, any builder is only as good as the products he working with, though. If you
Right.
getting that, he only, and guess what? A raggedy piece of wood gonna always be a raggedy piece of wood. You can poundo that bitch. You can epoxy that shit. You can put extra nails in it. It's just only gonna be what it. It's only gonna be what it's gonna be.
So that's what I was saying. Can we at least try to see if they know? Can we at least sit down and show them first? That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
well, I think we've been trying to do that forever, though.
I don't think we have though, because I don't think niggas really know what's going on.
Hey, bro, they know everything else. They know the new dance. They know the rumors. They know what who the stars fucking. They know what P Diddy doing. I don't know.
We getting off course. We getting totally off topic.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is I'm making examples. We as a people know everything we don't need to know. So easy. I ain't gotta walk up to that water. They choosing to go to that. Why? Because something over there is valuable for them. They're going to all the stupid shit. How long we gonna keep giving them these excuses, dog? How long before we start rallying the real soldiers who want it, working with them and let them do what they do, follow? They'll come when it start making sense to them.
So you know what? I'm gonna respect you on that note right there, but I want to stick to the topic. Is that fair?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought I was on topic.
No, you good, bro. Because we losing numbers on the show. I'm looking at the numbers, then the numbers going down. Right now, the numbers up.
Okay.
So
All
let's
right,
keep it
man.
moving. Hey, my brother OG Philly, salute. Welcome to the bill. Salute, much love, every respect, bro.
OG.
Salute, brother. Grand Rising, flat motherfucking power to the family. Give me about 10 minutes. I'm on the road. I'll be home. I'll tap
Okay,
in.
good brother. Okay, good brother. And you know the topic, man, we're talking about you know, white nationalism. See, we got a lot of people with white minds. Because even right now we can just shut the show down. Boom, 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 bam, bam. That's it. Ain't shit else to talk about. I want to talk about this shit. It needs to be talked about. We got a lot going on in this country. Whether no matter how I feel up this motherfucker, it's a lot of shit going on in this country. That's why I got a YouTube channel to be able to talk, for us to be able to have these discussions, for people to be able to call in and say how they feel, so we can all mix minds with each other and come up with the best motherfucking outcome possible. I'm not the smartest man in the world. I don't know everything. But if we talk shit between each other in our brain, we ain't got nothing but time. At least we think so. We still got to figure this shit out. These people still doing what they doing. And then if we ain't gonna worry about what they doing, we just gonna keep doing what we doing. That's what the fuck happened to Black Wall Street. They had every motherfucking thing they needed. Food, buildings, money, cars, every motherfucking thing. Thriving, then pew, bombs over fucking Baghdad. So what we need to be doing right now is figuring out, is it fucking gonna be bombs over Baghdad if we do that? Or else we just wasted our fucking time doing the right thing. So what's the thing to do? Sit here and lollygag and bullshit, listen to rap music, and then don't die, and do the right shit, then die anyway. So we need to be trying to figure out what the fuck they doing. That's what we need to be figuring out. Because it seems that it don't matter what we do. It seems like we damned if we do, and we damned if we don't. That's what it seemed like. So until we know what they doing, we just trapped in assimilation. It's a script. They knew who the fuck was gonna be the president. They already fucking knew who was gonna be the president. Trump came in, it was a test run. He came in, he got everybody on his side, then he pissed everybody off to make people say, fuck that nigga. We don't want that nigga again next term. So then they put this old ass man up there to make America say, we don't care who we get in there, long as it ain't Trump. Then we got Biden. Then what he do? Got slower than a motherfucker and made people feel the same way they just felt last time with Donald Trump. And then motherfucker say, we got to get him out of there. Man, let's bring Trump back. Because why was going to be Trump again? Because you know motherfuckers already got embedded in their mind. Don't trust no woman. This shit is a stage. This shit is a play. We stuck in the simulation. We can't start acting like we not in the simulation. We in the simulation. If you in the
Chief.
fishbowl, I'm almost through. If we in the fishbowl and we all in this water, we can't start talking about we setting our own little spot up over here inside of the fishbowl when it's all the same water. We gonna get affected by it anyway. This is why we got different people. This is why we got coaches, quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, defensive motherfuckers. This type of nigga you a thinker. You need to go over here on the coaching side. Nigga, you quick. Now you need to either be, let me see what your hands like. It ain't what people feel all the fucking time because don't none of us know shit. I don't know nothing. If that's the fact, we'd have been already figured some shit out. We stuck. We trapped in a loop. This shit been going on before we came in this motherfucker. Before we was born, they was doing this shit. That's playing games with this shit. I can't play no games with this shit. Talking about what we finna start doing now when these niggas plan was made 100 years ago? They been made they fucking plan. Like, y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you, man, but I don't know.
Yeah, I want us to be able to speak, say what we say, then boom. Let the next person boom. I'm not knocking nobody's shit down. Because right now we need to come up with a fucking fuckological plan. We need to come up with a tactical plan. And like I was saying, we still ain't figured out what these people doing all the way yet. It's not gonna be no one-shot kill with this shit. These people are already 100 years ahead of us. It seemed like they just finna reset this bitch anyway.
Well, one
Shout
thing
out to Bill. Oh yeah, go ahead, my brother.
I say one thing that needs to be done and thought about, don't buy into the rhetoric. Obviously there's a push, as we can see, for the people to be beefing, and they're very good at activating people's angry side. So if we don't go ahead.
Go ahead, man. I don't want to cut you off. I be want to intervene because you hit points that I be want to, comment on. But I don't really want you to forget your point. I apologize. Go ahead. Finish.
Go ahead.
Just for the sake of the show and for the respect of everybody, I'm gonna do the same thing. When the next man talking, let's all mute and let whoever grab it. I'm gonna mute up myself.
So that's very important for us not to buy into the rhetoric that's happening. And I do agree with you, Key. It's very important to know, the play they're running. And I would say to people, because this is happening worldwide now, it's now hitting the States to where they want to digitize everything. And we should all say no to that, no matter about your race, creed, religion. We have to say no to that at all costs. Even though they're going to push it extremely hard and they're going to pressure mostly women to buy in, because when they pressure the women to buy in, like somewhat naturally, some males are going to follow. So we have to make sure that we don't fall for any tactic that comes down the line. And the next thing I think that we have to do is to focus on two things. Is food and shelter. I'm at a point, listening to everyone for the past 3 months and not really commenting on things, just listening and to see where people's minds are. Look, I'm sorry. Look, we don't have kind of time, to help people see what's obviously right in front of your face. But so for this food and shelter, like this has to be a place where we can build that Black Wall Street again. I mean, we might as well try that and put all protective measures that we can possibly think of. There's a lot of tech out there that isn't being publicized to the public. And so if we can get our hands on certain things, then we can thrive, right? And we can even reap the fruits of our labor if we do it like that, and that's how I'm looking at it without going too in depth and detail with it. But I land.
Okay, I'm just gonna make a few statements, and then I'm gonna yield the mic. First of all, to me, in my understanding, and like I said, I'm always open to somebody showing me a different way. A man is not what he believes. A man is not what he knows. A man is only what his feet take him to and what he does while he's there. You can have the most profound words in the world. If you going straight to the crack house and buy a crack and smoke crack, then you're a crackhead. Now, that does not negate what you know. That doesn't take away what you know. But if that don't directly connect what you know to what you're doing, then what is it worth to anybody? Who gives a fuck? Because this is what I see you doing. So basically, I want to sum that up with a man is not what he believe, what he think, what he know. He's only what the fuck he decides to go to and what his hands do while he's there. Second of all, we keep speaking of these people who are being so fooled, so fooled. I mean, I'm
bro,
50. I'm 50.
bro,
I
bro.
thought we was gonna respect, bro. I thought we was gonna respect now.
I'm not gonna respect it, but I
Oh
asked you,
man.
bro, to stick
All right,
to the
all right.
topic, bro.
I thought I was sticking to. I thought I was sticking. All right, dog. I'm done. I'm done. I'm good. I'm good. I thought I was sticking to the subject because we keep speaking this shit in this mystical form. We keep speaking to this.
Bro.
All right, fuck it. Don't worry
What
about it,
the
cuz
fuck
I'm
you
good.
doing? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, bro? That's some agent shit. Come on, bro. This ain't about nobody's feelings, bro. We having a show here. And you my nigga. I fuck with you. So I'm like, what's up with this shit? Can we have a normal show? Or are we cutting the show off? This is all I'm asking. Can we have a normal show? Or are we cutting the show off? We're not having a normal show tonight. For some fucking reason, we're not having a normal show. I want to let the brother speak, but damn, bro, let's stay on topic. Or is it just fuck Key? If it's just fuck Key, then I see what it is. But I'm asking, can we stay on topic? We spoke about this before I went live. Right, brother? T-Wriggle? Let's stay on topic, man. That ain't hard. Let's just stay on topic. Fuck all that shit. What we thinking? Niggas smoking crack and meth and all that bullshit. Fuck that shit, man. Who gives a fuck? Let's stay on topic. Give a fuck what no nigga do. Let's stay on topic. Fucking the quality of my show up, man, with bullshit. Let's stay on topic. My bad, y'all. Go ahead. Y'all got it, man.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, politics overall is not a good thing. I don't think that's the way. When has politics ever benefited like the people as a whole or individually, I should say. You know, but as we keep moving forward, you know, it's just make sure that, you know, with this, we're in the age of information, is to get as much truthful knowledge as you can and break down the lies that have been told since kindergarten, you know, and so we can go with the each one teach one concept, you know, and then once we do that, you know, building, you know, will be in order, because like we said before, Key, like I have told you before, like there's going to be a point where you're talking over. Now we're going to be moving in a way, in a very divine ancestral way. And if you're not going to be on this movement here, well, look, we're trying to have our 50 to 100 year plan, you know, so the youth can go ahead and take this plan that we're formulating and putting together. And so, you know, everyone can strive, you know, but it's going to take, you know, in my vision here, you know, it's going to take a lot of people. And like Big Dog Philly always says, it's going to take a lot of people like, hey, man, don't participate. That's simple. Don't participate. Find some other alternatives that you can go into, you know, to actually provide for you and your family. You don't have to always go to Walmart. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just not participating, making sure that you're putting your money in the right places. And I land.
That's facts because what we dealing with all the grades in one classroom. So we're dealing with kindergarten level minded people. We're dealing with fifth graders, sixth graders, seventh graders, eighth graders, ninth graders. We're dealing with 12th graders. I might not be on the 12th grade level, but if I'm a sixth grade level and I'm dealing with somebody on the first grade level, these people ain't bullshitting. And what's going on is they have spiritually programmed the people. They have predictive programming now. So they're able to predict shit. And I lost my fucking train of thought so many times. I'm trying to push a point here. This is the whole point of this show. So we can start watching the plays. Like when I was talking about how they already knew Trump was going to be the president for 2025. See, we need to start looking at shit like that. Why the fuck was Trump the president during 2020? Why the fuck did he piss? Why he make everybody love him? Then why he make everybody hate him? So the people wanted anybody in there but Trump. Then Joe Biden came in. They pressed a button and put this nigga to sleep at the end, so they really wanted him out. And you know the country ain't gonna vote for no fucking woman, so they had to vote for Trump again. They forced this shit, so it is about what they doing. It don't matter if a nigga, what the fuck a nigga doing, man? I don't care if a nigga doing drugs. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Guess why? You could be drinking beer, you could be drinking piss. And they still got poison in the water. They still poison in the food, and they still putting poison in your fucking veins. Who gives a fuck if you poison in yourself when somebody else already is? What we talking about? Peep the play. Two hats, same shit. MAGA is the motherfucking KKK hood, nigga. Just because we thinking one a Democrat and one a Republican, that is some different shit. It's all the same. It's all fuck a nigga. That's what it's about. That's what we need to wake up to. Playtime's over with. The people need to know that it don't matter what fucking wing you pick. The government gonna pick your ass. Pick Nick on a nigga. They got one fucking agenda. You either gonna be loyal to this system, and they don't give a fuck what color you is. So it ain't about no color shit either. It's about being loyal to this system and helping them achieve their goal of pushing this shit to a digital world. Trump act like he's so into it with China, and they turn this bitch into China while he's telling you fuck China. They making this motherfucker China. Every corner in China you go into, y'all don't even know. When you walk into Target right now, they facially recognizing your ass when you walk into Target. Did you know that? Those big cameras that's in the store as soon as you walk in, that shit ain't in there for stealing. That shit is in there testing facial recognition for digital ID. This the kind of shit I'm talking about tonight. Salutes, Miller Ninja.
Yo, what's cracking? Yeah, you know, the whole point we go to school is for this shit. You know, the whole point is to believe. Santa Claus, believe. Church, Jesus, all that shit, believe. So there has to be an illusion or an idea of there's this authority. Because if we don't come up with authority or the idea of authority, we're not going to submit to authority or even in a way like wait for an authority. You know what I'm saying? Like people out here walking around thinking that they the ones making the laws for our country, that they the ones that their vote, like they sitting in fucking board meetings with the president, all this other fucking weird ass shit. And then we think about with a presidential board meeting, whatever the fuck they supposed to be doing, we gonna refer to fucking movies and shit that we seen in fucking like any fucking Independence Day. They got all the generals sitting around and shit. That's why they have to reboost with the media shit, the news shit, to fit the Hollywood shit, to fit the idea that there's like this fucking, what do you call it? Fucking, there's like a room full of people who are making decisions and shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole left, the whole right, the anger and shit, the MAGA, the Trump. Like I don't know these people. Nobody knows these people. Nobody knows these motherfuckers, but we all believe that they're real. Because the thing is, like, for us to identify, to address, like, Trump said this, Trump said that, that motherfucker has to be real. Niggas ain't talking about Santa said this, the Tooth Fairy said that. So in the back of our heads, deeply ingrained in our minds, is that they have to be real. And if we even hypothesize that they're not real, what the fuck are we even doing then? Nobody wants to have that thought, because nobody wants to face the fact that nobody really knows what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? So this shit has to be fucking appearance of real. The engagement has to be real. You want to be mad, because if you're not mad, you're going to be thinking like, what the fuck is really going on? You know what I'm saying? The whole China, the digital shit, all this shit, bro, is just for us to believe it's real. Like, I guess you could say it's like a Matrix, but at the end of the day, the information that everybody's getting is brought from a source that can nobody check. So motherfuckers is thinking like, when you get engaged, you get mad, you get afraid, whatever. This has to be real. The way I see it, nigga, ICE, motherfucking the turn fucking cities into battlegrounds, what the fuck, proving grounds, whatever shit. Niggas is showing up with masks on and shit. My work partner said, "What do you think they want to? Why they gotta wear a mask? They don't want anybody to try to get back on them and shit, and find out where they live." My nigga, the police don't do that shit. Why are these motherfuckers gonna do that shit? You know, and this is the big thing. All this is to keep people from questioning anything. They'll question the opposite side, but they won't question themselves. Everybody's waiting for a savior. If the people do this, if we can get the people to fit, nigga, fuck all that shit. When you're running from the cops, there is no the people. It's you trying to get the fuck away. And people really don't care about the independent person. It's all about what will the group do? What does this group think and shit? So we form these fucking groups, create these fucking echo chambers, and fucking we all chew on information, whatever you want to call it, that everybody doesn't nobody know where the information comes from. But I'll say this, like that nigga eating steak in the fucking Matrix, at least it's better than not eating steak, even if it ain't really steak. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about this shit.
Mental Ninja, it's the Wriggles. How do you feel about this whole digital ID thing? Did you hear me, Mental Ninja?
Nah.
How do you feel about the digital ID thing?
I'll tell you the truth. I could fucking care less. Fuck, I'm gonna worry about digital ID, VR ID, paper ID. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I gotta have some kind of personal, like, fight or flight. If there's certain things that they can say, bro, at the end of the day, like, it's an ID. That I'm not scared of the fucking, bro. If I'm scared of the digital shit, I should have been scared of PS2, nigga, when that shit dropped. I wasn't. I couldn't wait for that shit to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. And you know what, man? My bad, y'all. I got knocked off. But you know, man, I want to say this, man, because this shit getting passionate to me. They just found a young man hanging in a fucking shed in my hometown. He's been hung in the shed 2 weeks ago. Now, regardless of how I feel or how we feel and shit, this shit's getting out of hand. They're pushing their agendas. So we can't say that people fear mongering. You said some good shit before I got kicked off. Like, people speaking for Donald Trump and shit. Like, Bro, we don't even know if this is a made up motherfucker. We don't even know if this shit AI or what the fuck. We feel like we know him. We feel like we familiarizing with this shit, bro. And we don't fucking know what the fuck going on. First, we gotta realize and be able to admit that we don't even know what the fuck's going on. But what we do know what's going on is the shit that we see happening. This shit is pouring over into our personal spaces. It's bringing out these sleeper cells, man, like we was talking about earlier. That's what I was trying to get to. They got white people who really racist saying, oh yeah, fuck this shit, it's time now. You know, hanging little black boys. This ain't nothing we making up, bro. This shit actually happened. Demetrius Moore, a young man in my hometown, was found hanging in a fucking shed of a white man with a padlock on the outside of it, bro. And motherfuckers are sitting up here saying, how you know it was a crime? And now we are and doing too much semantics. Why we just can't be straight to the point about some shit? Hey man, this shit going on. This was happening. What the fuck they trying to do now?
You know what's fucked up? It's
Yeah.
like that white chick, that Ukrainian chick that got killed. Nigga, truth. We talking to my work partners. We start talking about Gaza. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about Gaza. Nigga, fucking Gaza. I don't give a fuck Palestine. Don't free free my homies. And this is how I look at it. Whoever the guy got killed, it's terrible that the guy got killed. Charlie Kirk, he dead. It's terrible that he dead and shit. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was worried about any of those motherfuckers' well-being until now they're dead and they're brought to my fucking newsfeed and shit. Like, I don't care about them. And I'm saying that because like I did it. And they were like, they can bring up Josh Hamilton and this motherfucker get killed tomorrow, nigga. Who the fuck is Josh Hamilton until tomorrow? Nobody. Just like Trump don't know me. I don't know Trump. I don't know Josh Hamilton, the Ukrainian chick, or the dude that got hung in this fucking thing. Like, I'm not going to sit here, and it's not a slight towards you at all either, Key, but I'm not going to sit here and be acting like I've been worried about this motherfucker. None of these motherfuckers all week. Like, man, I hope they make it.
I'm agreeing with you on that shit, though. I'm agreeing with you on that shit 100%. I don't see how people get bent out of shape about Charlie Kirk, fucking Donald Trump. Like, I'm like, damn, why you ain't ride for Donald Trump then? Because these motherfuckers riding for him. A nigga have his black ass sitting over here like he gonna ride for these motherfuckers. They already gonna ride anyway. This the whole point of what I'm saying. They're just trying to get some shit started. So, man, the nigga came on Sanchez show tonight and I already said it, bro. They just feeling like fucking up some niggas anyway. They said, the nigga said it. We finna clean house. We gotta clean the dirtiest part of the house. Get the dirtiest shit in the house out. In so many words, they talking about us, bro. If we don't develop a white mind, they getting the motherfucker out.
Well, you know how I look at that shit. You know, I'm a convict. I've been to prison. Everything cool every day on the yard. Everything cool every day on the way to chow. Then one day, we walk outside and all the Mexicans line up on one side, all the whites over there with them. So we like, okay, got our gloves on and shit, got our shoes on, got some fucking niggas got fucking pillows and sheets wrapped around their waist and shit, and fucking their motherfucking their paperwork and shit wrapped around for fucking like body armor and shit. Now it's a situation. But like niggas ain't walking on like that every day with body armor and shit because there's no need to and shit. So like the racists and shit, nigga, look. So you mean to tell me that you've been a Hall of Fame and basketball player your whole life, but you didn't show up into this one game? Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You ain't.
Yeah. Hey, so just like that, and I want to ask all of y'all something. So
Damn, Keith got knocked off. Mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Grand Rising, everybody. Flat
I think
motherfucking
he got
power
knocked
to the
off.
Flat Power family. Yeah, Keith got knocked off. You
Yeah, I
know,
would.
What up, Philly?
what's good, Mental Ninja? Much love to you and T Wriggles and my brother T and everybody in the chat, man. Much love to all of y'all. You know, two birds, two wings of the same bird going for the same destination. I've been saying that for years. We've been saying that for years. You know, we've been putting out a message that black people ain't black, that we ain't black. That's a reclassification. But I don't hear no white people saying white people ain't white. They're still with the illusion that they're white and that they have some kind of superiority complex. You know what I mean? So it seems like the message is only going to one side. You know, we talk about racism. You know what I mean? America never dealt with racism. We like to call it classism, but it's all the same thing. Same wings, same bird, reaching for their destination. It's just like it's a mixed message. You know, they want to wake us up, but who waking up white people and telling them you ain't white? You basically, you know, that ain't you. It's a social construct. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like it's just mind blowing the bullshit that, you know, like I said, America never dealt with racism. It covered it up and it swept it under the rug. So that's why, you know, all of this is going on, but it changed the classism. You know what I mean? But, you know, America is, like I said, it's never dealt with that issue of racism. It's basically covering up the crimes that has been done here, just like they're covering up the crimes that have been done all over the world. You name it, they war crimes. You know what I mean? So, you know, the racists that's out here that thinks that it's okay to hate. You know what I mean? That's a taught behavior. None of this shit ain't new. It's all taught. It could be untaught, but it's like the corporation don't wanna. It don't wanna. You know, stop the pedophilia, the homosexuality, and the racist. It gives them three a smack on the wrist. When, like I always say, racism could have been solved 50 years ago if people just stand up, of all colors, of all nationalities, stand up against hate. But the white people too scared to challenge their people. So they, you know, they allow the racists to be racist as long as it don't affect them. You know, the same thing with the blacks, the Mexicans, and the Asians. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I see racism could have been solved, but they don't want to solve it. White people want to stay white, and black people want to stay black and live in their imaginary world, like Mental Ninja said, you know, waiting on their white savior. You know, I just, you know, I've been frustrated. I ain't want to talk too much. I don't want to be online. You know, I'm just frustrated with everything. You know, because this shit could have been solved, but America don't want to solve it. So, you know, I'm tapping for a minute. Key, you got it. Much love to everybody, man. Y'all got it.
Oh yeah, appreciate you, OG. Appreciate you, man. I totally agree with you. Um, man, you know, this shit is it's getting out of hand because it's getting too personalized and it's not a personal thing. It's not a personal thing. It's we need to just be looking for, because you know what? These motherfuckers just looking for the next system of slaves. So once they reset this bitch, everybody who they allow to continue just gonna be the next system of slaves. So it really don't matter what you like, what you want to do. But you got some people who just gonna say, hey, I'm just gonna enjoy my life and then fuck it. Whatever it is, boom, type of shit. And that's cool too. But you know, at least I want a fighting chance. At least I want to at least outweigh my values and say, damn, is it something I can do to survive or am I fucked? Because if that's the case, then what the fuck I have kids for, man? Or what the fuck I wait this long for? I should have went on, booked, and made them motherfuckers do me up right then. If we just waiting to go in the slaughterhouse, I want to know. I don't just want to get to the end and then, okay, now it's over with, boom, type shit. And a lot of our people are just unaware of anything, just flowing out this bitch and don't give a fuck about nothing. We were born slaves, bro, and we food. It's like they fatten us up. And
Right.
we not. Oh yeah, go ahead, bro. You got it.
Hey, Kanye has said it. He said slavery is a choice. And like, I do agree with that, you know, but like, what am I a slave to? Because no matter what, I'm gonna be a slave to something. Is it gonna be I'm gonna be a slave to my own desires, my own passions, my own will, or I'm gonna be a slave to some other person's desires, passion, or will? Or am I gonna be a slave to like the herd who don't even know what they're a slave to, but they still slaves because the slave's gonna serve whatever and shit. You either a free slave or a debt slave, but the slave part gonna be in it because it's in reflection of, you know, the state. You know what I'm saying? The state of the individual and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a slave to breathing and shit. You know, I'm a slave to to liking pussy, nigga. I'm a slave to that shit. I love pussy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But and so like this whole idea that, you know, like, look, bro, we were born not like we were born to it for a reason, but like for me, I don't see the purpose anymore in living in fear at all times and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll watch the shit the nigga talking about bringing military to all the cities and shit, whatever, making them. I did start to experience a little bit of fear. I'm like, nigga, what you really scared of? If motherfuckers, you ain't gonna be the nigga on the movie that they just grab me, just stands there and they told him to get on his knees, he does it. Bitch, you gonna have to earn that shit. You gonna have to make you earn it, nigga. 'Cause I'm about to earn it. You feel me?
With you on that shit. I was too. I started looking like, damn, what's going on? Like, what's finna happen? But then I just said, fuck it. When that happened, shit, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
You know, like I'm thinking about. I'm talking to this chick. I told her like, man, you know what? I was watching that whole Trump thing. He's talking crazy. I'm sitting here like, man, I'm like, we both single and shit. And I'm like, man, maybe we should just like hook up. I'm sitting here like, but if I hook up with her, the world comes to me. Then I gotta worry about this bitch. Niggas gonna kill her. Baggage.
My brother T Wriggles. I want to ask y'all a question, right? On this 2025 shit. From y'all understanding, right? And we in the last couple of months. I kind of collected my thoughts, and this is where I was gonna go at first. What's y'all's understanding of the 2025 plan, and where do y'all see us going from here? Because we know that they're pushing for digital ID, and in my mind, all I can think about is why they want digital dollars, why they want digital ID, because it always happened with an inversion first. And I'm thinking about the Neuralink chips. I'm thinking about the conscious uploading thing. Where do y'all mind go? And then I know you're gonna be waiting, T Wriggler. So if you want to answer first, that's cool. But I want to ask everybody.
To keep it real with you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the agenda 2025 for the first time, and it says some proposals, and it says expand presidential power by increasing control over independent agencies. I don't know about extending president power. Replace merit-based civil servants with political loyal appointees. Sounds like a monopoly. Dismantle or reconstruct federal agencies, including the Department of Education. Sounds like more indoctrination.
Mm.
And federal diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI programs. I guess that was the merit thing that they're talking about. You know, getting jobs on your qualifications. But I know what system I'm in, so of course they're going to give these merit people their jobs. It says for the last one, reduce environmental regulations and promote fossil fuels. We're in 2025. There is no need for fossil fueling when you can grab this stuff from the air to make electricity. So we're just looking at this Agenda 2025. It just sounds like a complete makeover, but it's still the takeover. And so, like I said before, I'm not, I sit back and watch because I know where I'm at. I know whose empire I'm under. I know who runs the world. I know I was born into a system that I'm at war with. This isn't equality. I was born in inequality. Where this scale is so tilted, it's mind blowing. And we always talk about the generation wealth gap. Well, that's on purpose. So until a lot of people got to realize what's going on here, and the revamp, this reset that you're talking about, Key, the revamp and the restructuring, right? To even cover it with another illusion to make you feel that you free. Because I want to know, brothers, I mean, who told you? Who told you you was free? You're
Who told you niggas
like
you
you're
was free?
free. You're free to do what they deem to be free. Hey, you want to be with a lot of girls? They say, oh yeah, you're free to do that. Oh, you want to drive fancy cars and go across countries? Oh yeah, you're free to do that. Yeah. We allow that. But the minute I want to go venture off and find out some real truth about some things, oh no, I can't let you go to Antarctica. No. I know you own your own plane, but I cannot let you keep flying west. No. I know you have a boat, but you can't go past this certain point. So once we understand that, we was all born into this, captivity, I like to call it, as soon as people's mind come to that understanding, okay, now we can move together. But if people have the illusion to inclusion, well, we have it there in our land.
Very well said, man. Very well said. And shout out to He Who Enlightens. Shout out to Voodoo Child. And that's Voodoo Child, my nigga, man. I don't want nobody to think we was beefing or nothing. Shout out to Voodoo Child. Shout out to him for his donation. I think that's the key. I think it's the key for everybody to equally have a understanding of what's going on. I don't think nobody should be in the blind about anything. And we're dealing with leaders who are trying to lead the people blind. The people are steady thinking that the people who they're electing are going to be able to do all of these different motherfucking things that they promising and shit when there's only one agenda. These people been having their agenda is in the script. These Bible stories are giving us the script, and they call it prophecy. I call it's planning. It's part of their 100-year plan. The shit I'm gonna go into tomorrow is deep. That's why I haven't been going live, because I said, fuck it, I can't go bull jive on these panels and shit no more. I gotta come on, bring it. I gotta be stern with what the fuck I'm saying. And I don't want what I'm saying to be undermined or side railed. That's why I haven't been going live. I want to be able to paint a picture and frame that motherfucker. Because the time we in right now is crucial. They not playing with us. If you look at what's happening in Memphis, a lot of people are trapped inside of, and everybody don't got a leader's mindset. Everybody don't got an organizer mindset. Everybody don't got a fighting mindset. And I can't blame nobody for that. But like what OG was saying earlier, I feel where OG coming from. I got the same kind of heart. I got the same kind of passion. I fuck with OG the long way and the short way. That's my brother. It's been a lot of years and a lot of shit that OG's been saying as it's been fully coming to the light. The indoctrination when it comes to the school system, when it comes to the religion, all these things are lining us up to the point to where we at now. And what you just read off, T. Riggles, when you just read off the 2025 plan, they're pushing to tighten down on this shit, and they're pushing for more indoctrination on all levels. So it's getting to the point to where, okay, can I just indulge in what they allow me, or am I really free? Who told you niggas you was free?
All right, let me jump in. Hey, look. So, like, I think Socrates is probably my favorite reference point to the idea of being free or being captivity. So they play Socrates under house arrest and shit. And they're trying to get the nigga to eat hemlock, you know what I'm saying? Sensitive to death by eating hemlock and shit. And he says something, he's like, you can lock me up all you want, but you can't stop me from thinking. You can't lock my mind up. And he's like, and guess what? You can kill me. There's gonna be another motherfucker just like me gonna resurface and shit. And he gonna fucking make y'all niggas feel like y'all the ones that's trapped. I'm gonna say this, bro. Like, I've been to prison. Nigga, when we ride in, when I tell a nigga I'm not locking down after chow, what you gonna do then, nigga? You gonna get the goon squad? You gonna fucking tell me to turn around, put your hands through the flap and shit? I'm like, fuck y'all, I'm not doing it. Y'all gonna have to come in and get me. Eventually, y'all gonna get what y'all want, but I already been got what I want. I'm gonna continue getting what I want because I'm gonna do my fucking own thought process. You can neural link the nigga up and shit, but when it's not me, then it's not, bro. I still gonna run it to the end. Give me liberty or give me death. In most cases, you will get both at once. You know, like controlled movement, all this shit, bro. I don't have to stop at the stop sign if I don't fucking want to. Straight the fuck up. I don't have to drive the speed limit. And as far as leaders, could you imagine a world where we needed a leader for when it's time to wipe our ass?
Man,
a leader for us to wipe our ass. Like, nigga, wipe your fucking ass. And like, I get
that's
the idea.
freedom.
I
That's
get the
fucking freedom.
hey, I get the idea behind, like, you know, let's do this together. But you think I'm gonna sit here and wait for somebody else to become a critical thinker? You think I'm gonna sit right there next to him? Well, I'll wait till you question your reality before I continue with, nigga, fuck that. I got my own life to live and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's either death or dishonor. And we all gonna die. Assuming that's what happens at the end. I don't know, because I ain't never been there yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, bro, there is a strong degree of an illusion I'm in full participation with. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the motherfucking cop pulled me over, he said, me, I can laugh. I can motherfucking salute him. I could pinch my nose, dig him on. I could do whatever the fuck ever. Might confuse him and shit, because he expected certain protocol of behavior and shit. I might just do what I want. I might just fart and smile and look at him like I'm crazy and shit. Niggas can really do whatever they want, but like, people are afraid to because we've been trained not to. We've been trained not to question shit. Because the day I told my work partner, I'm like, bro, what if you found out that Trump wasn't real? And he like couldn't even acknowledge that was a legitimate question. He's like, what do you mean Trump's not real? I'm like, bro, that's the question I just asked you.
Yeah, bro. Ain't it crazy when they do that? Like they know this motherfucker or something? Like they done ate dinner with this nigga or something? Like, bro, literally, I was on Facebook yesterday, and the women are fucking. You know, I put up the picture that Robert De Niro put. He had the KKK hood. He had the Confederate flag hat. He had the MAGA hat and the Nazi hat. He said, different hats, same the different hats, same shit, different hats.
Yeah.
So they tried to deem this man crazy when all he was saying was left the same shit I'm saying tonight. He's saying left wing, right wing, but then you got the right wing motherfucker saying, nah, because I ain't like the left wing. And I'm like, well, I'm not Democrat. Y'all are arguing with me like I'm Democrat. It took a white woman herself to jump up there and say, no, we all are under attack. I agree with Key and shit for them to shut the fuck up because they think it just because I'm black, I'm Democrat.
Hey,
And I'm like, nationalism is racism within itself. That's the first thing that came out of their mouth when I put that picture up there. No one mentioned racism. These motherfuckers just started being racist, calling me an idiot and all this shit. And I'm like, you're the fucking idiot because you allowed this post to get you out of character, and you didn't read to know that I wasn't a fucking Democrat. So why are you so fucking upset because you can't come to grips with you being played? Just like what you just explained, bro. Just like this nigga getting all fucking defensive and offended because you said something about Donald Trump not being real. He act like you said his daddy wasn't real.
Hey, no, the thing about it is I was just seeing if he could just answer the question. And like the indoctrination, his belief structure is wound so tight from being taught that he has to believe this shit because it's in favor for him to believe this shit that he wouldn't even allow the question to be in his brain as a question. He got defensive because he tried to shut the question out of his head because to even let the question be asked is to cause fucking doubt. That's how hardcore, like real debate, real fucking question askers and shit, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, he starts talking about, I'm like, kids believe in Santa Claus. He's like, well, and that's for kids. That's for kids. I'm like, bro, kids believe it. That's the fucking thing. They believe it and shit. I know you're not a kid, but you believe this. And he said, this is two different things. I'm like, how's it different? Because we're talking about you believing something and the kid believing something. And you as a kid, you believe in Santa fucking too. And he got frustrated, bro, because he did not want to even entertain the idea that Donald Trump could be not like who he thinks he is, bro. This nigga is literally a TV show host from a TV show called The Apprentice. But like, aside of all that shit, you know what I'm saying? The Democrat and Republican shit, them other people that's Democrats, the left, the right, they don't even really know what the fuck it is that they are and shit. They like, that's just all because of the revolution, the French Revolution. Motherfuckers that were against change were on the fucking right. The motherfuckers that wanted change were on the fucking left. And it was basically, do we want to do something or do we not want to do something? That's what becomes Democrat, Republican and shit. And you got Republican, like my work partner saying, dude, if somebody else would take a photos with us, he'd be like, oh, you guys must be liberals. You guys voted for Kamala. I'm like, libtards. I'm like, bro, what are you against liberal? Do you know liberal means free man? That's what the fucking word means. He said, well, not in this time. It's changed. I'm like, no, bro. It still means the same. So you are against the Bill of Rights. You don't like liberal shit like voting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit, the freedoms that you experience, the right to bear arms is a fucking liberal right, bro. Like, what are you fucking talking about? And the thing is, bro, motherfuckers don't think. They just want to feel fucking comfortable that they are on the side with the big guns, that there's somebody out there looking for them. That's why the same thing with the church people, the same thing, any religion, any fucking belief system, once it becomes a system, critical thinking has ceased.
Facts.
Yeah, I totally agree. Real quick, Key. You know, I want to talk about what we've been talking about all night. The digital currency, you know, the Agenda 2025 for me. That Agenda 25 is basically, see, the people got the power, but we so fucking confused with this voting shit that We don't have the power. But to me, that's what that Agenda 2025, one of the agendas is, to put the president back into the power position where he can do anything. Then y'all talked about Neuralink. You know, I don't think too many people gonna wake up, man. I just don't. I think just like we have experienced, our ancestors are going to die believing in this corporation, believing in this system, believing in the information. You know, to me, their agenda is to take back the power from the people, which we don't even know we got the power, but we do got the power. But it's to give the corporation back the power where basically they can do what they want to us. And basically that Neuralink thing that you're talking about, that digital currency, that's for the people who really want to go into these smart cities. You know what I mean? Who under that Neuralink and that COVID-19 shit, that want to go into the matrix and that want to live a fantasy reality. You know, that's what all of this is boiling up to. Taking away the power from the people, closing the people's mind where we don't think we have any hope. And the people that want to get into that, you know, matrix, or get into these smart cities, or get into, you know, the Neuralink shit, you know, they're going to be free to do that. And then, you know, us that ain't going in there, you know, they're going to keep putting pressure on, applying new laws, trying to get us locked the fuck up for anything so they can take away our rights. You know, I'm seeing, you know, and I'm going to say this in the land. The slavery that they talk about was niggas doing a crime and getting locked up away, just like in 2025. You do a crime, you get locked up, you lose your rights. That's the same thing I seen in the 1600s, the 1700s, the 1800s, and the 1900s. It wasn't nobody being brought here over on the boat. It's if you got caught doing a crime and your ass got locked up and you lose your rights for that 2 years, 60 days, 9 months, 10 years, or a lifetime. But that's all I see they're doing. They're trying to take the power from the people and give it all to the corporation where they can just, you know, do like China, implement all these rules, take away our gun rights, you know, even try to read your mind. But as far as helping the people, man, the people that, I'm gonna say it, the people that took that shot, it ain't no helping them. It ain't, because if you look at, I'm gonna say this in the land, if you look at, you know, these streets that we in, right? All the people that took that shit, man, they agreeing with the corporation no matter what the corporation could do to them. They still going to agree. They still going to think they vote count. They still going to think they parents was brought over here on a slave boat. They're still going to believe in indoctrination that's being pushed because, like I said, America ain't trying to change or better nothing. It's trying to, you know, lock in what they already got, and that's what I feel. You got it, Keith. Thanks for letting me share.
Hey, good shit, OG. And I agree with you 100%. My brother T. Rivers, you want to weigh in?
I've been reading this Agenda 2025, yo. And the UN is behind this. And anyone
And
that
T.
knows
Rivers,
about
real quick, that Agenda
yeah.
2025, I'm gonna give it right to you, bro. Much respect.
Mhm.
That was implemented by one of the Bushes or one of the other presidents because they couldn't implement it then because the people were still a little kind of weight. So they basically pushing it from, I forget, wasn't it Bush or one of them, and to now. But that's all I wanted to say. How it was started with one of the presidents. I think it was Bush or Nixon or one of them, Carter, one of them. And basically, you know, they couldn't do it then, so now they implementing it now. Go ahead, T. Rivers. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. Much
Oh
respect.
no doubt. Anytime. You're the champ around here, OG. You know, and as I'm reading, you know, in the United Nations agenda for 2025, you know, and everyone knows that the UN is ran by a certain group of people, starts with the J, right? And so I looked at, that it said climate change, and they're going to have a meeting in Brazil, and it will focus on efforts to meet the Paris Agreement goals and will feature the submission of new national climate action plans called the NDCs. Like, so you're going to be controlling the weather, and, with Paris and how Paris moves and acts, especially, them taking over, what was that, 12 African countries. So we kind of know what their plan is for the world, make sure that everyone acts in order and making sure that the weather is kind of whacked out. And then this one struck me really, I'm just looking on the Google, right? Then it says global economy, the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, and the World Bank. They will be holding their annual meetings in October 25 to address global economic stability amid challenges such as high debt burdens, trade tensions, and policies uncertainty. And look, in the last one, it says the IMF and the World Economic Outlook also projects slow global growth. What do you mean? You don't want everyone to grow largely. You're going to slow it down, I see. Okay, so I'm seeing this agenda that Trump says that he has no part of this, right? But it says that there's 15 of Trump's administrators that are on this agenda, that are in charge of this. So this is very peculiar what's going on here. And so, like I said to you before, Key, as a fighter, I'm a counter fighter, and I'm seeing the punches that are being thrown here. And so the people are going to have to move accordingly. You're going to have to band together, because if you don't, all colors, all of us, if you don't band together, well, we might as well just kiss humanity goodbye. And I land.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. It sounds good, but see, as long as we say, man, you got to worry about you, then ain't gonna be no the people in power. United, we can stand. Long as we stay divided, we gonna forever be on our motherfucking knees. And as long as we on our motherfucking knees, they gonna keep their game board, which is called the monopoly system, on our backs. So we gonna have to all band together and stand up at the same time. That's the only way that we're going to be able to flip the script. Because if we don't all stand up and flip the script, then guess what? We're going to have more of us saying, well, I'm going to take security with my individualism. Everybody's individualism ain't being individual to break away from the system. People keep seeing that it's an individual thing. And guess what? When people are being individual, then they don't have anything to lay on. It's not enough money. It's not enough resources available for everybody to just be able to thrive individually. That's why you got a lot of people who lean in on the system. So until we do and follow that structure, what you just said, Brother T. Wriggles, the system gonna always be on top of us because they're banning motherfuckers in to join in with them while we all sitting over here saying, man, it's an individual fight. We gonna be individual. They got a team and we all individual. How the fuck that's gonna work out?
Yeah. Because this is a 900-page document here, you know, and I see why it's 9. You know, this sounds like the groundwork of really taking over and put a number on the people. So just looking at all of this, man, as saying, using the words from Bernie Mac in Players Club, there's going to be trouble. So the people have to, we have to figure this out. And the ones that are going to lead us or guide us, you know, into a autonomous type of living, you know, if it's going to be off grid, especially, you know, where we're going to have it has to have a lot of land. I mean, I have a vision for us to, you know, to be very efficient, you know, and really depend on ourselves, you know, as a group and individually. But at the same time, you know, I do think about, you know, Black Wall Street and how that turned out.
Fact.
But I still have, you know, just looking at Black Wall Street and seeing what we can do now. I would rather build it, you know, and basically dare you destroy this one, which I don't think that they would. They would let us. If you can have white only towns in Arkansas and white only, you know, just using that like blueprint there. I'm not saying just have black only. What I'm saying is that, okay, so if they can build something there and you know, strive and say we only want this and this and that, well, I think that, you know, the ones that aren't on the blue and red side, you know, the ones that actually get it, then we can, you know, the so-called independent ones or the sovereign ones, the spiritual ones, the ones that get it, well, then we should have a little kind of chunk of our own, you know, and call it the paradise land or something. You know what I mean? Anything, you feel me? Where it's structured around, you know, bright minds, you know, very conservative, little bit of liberal living, you know what I mean? Just a little bit, but mostly conservative, you know, because we are mostly conservative with a little mixture of liberalism in us, you know?
Right.
You know, and so, you know, if we can build that somewhere in the States, I'm pretty sure people will come and adapt to, you know, really good freedom, sovereign living. You know, like where I remember OG back in the day had that rainbow circle, not the rainbow circle, but it was the color code system, and it put all the values of what, you know, having strong families is all about, and da 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 da, you know, and implement that, you know, into whatever area that we're going to build. So that's just how I'm viewing things. And, you know, just like that movie with Kevin Costner, hey man, if you build it, you know, they'll come. And I land.
I can see that because, you know, and you know, that was some good points. I just different places. I've been to so many different places, and you know, when we think about the structure of the country as a whole, there's so many different degrees of living in the different regions. You know, the same issues in Boston, it ain't the same shit that's going on down south. Same shit that's going on the West Coast ain't going on the East Coast. But in a place like, you know, we talk to my cousin all the time. We talk about Holly Grove. That shit's actually taking place there right now. Like when we was having a conversation earlier, they're not threatened by any of this shit that's going on. Like my auntie was the mayor not even long ago. Like whoever the mayor is now, I'm pretty sure I know him, who it is. Like this little town, don't even everybody who's in a position of power in this town is people like me and you. But in a city, a larger city, to where their power structure is being infiltrated by foreigners and a lot of nationalists, they got to worry about this. So once again, it's going to come down to mentality and mortal and how, the morals, morality. On a larger scale, it's going to come to morality, because when I'm in a city, I got to depend on this person's moral standards to determine whether or not they're going to fuck us all or not. You see what I'm saying? But in a small structured place, like say for instance, Holly Grove, this is not even a thought. This is not even up for consideration. Yeah, they playing their roles as the structured role as to keep the community going and keep the place going, but they're all the people who running this shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's not like we finna have a mayor Strogoloff that's coming in from North Dakota, some motherfucking where, to be the mayor. You see what I'm saying? So we got to think about that too. So it's kind of hard to put a broad scale on everything when there's different situations happening in different places. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, somewhat.
Because they're not going to, say for instance, in Holly Grove, when shit hit the fan, everybody gonna take their hats off. It's not gonna matter if this the mayor. If my auntie the mayor, she finna be like, oh shit, fuck it, man. Hey, we don't know what the fuck going on, but come on, y'all, we gotta band together. It's all family type shit. See what I'm saying? But if you're in Chicago, some motherfucking where, you don't know who these people are, who in these fucking positions, they're gonna take their roles. They're gonna lean right to the government type of shit. It's kind of like when Brother Nasir say, hey man, the military not finna fuck they family over. Like, you see what I'm saying? I think if we had more situations to where people would stay within their regions and be officials in their regions, then we wouldn't have to worry about the shit we worried about now. When the region get when the region get infiltrated by someone that's not from that region and they're in positions of power, then they're going to report strictly to the government, and they're going to take assignments strictly from the government. That make more sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. So I think that's what it's boiled down to. And really, not to really cause no fear mongering. I just want people to at least start to be aware, and not to make it to where, oh, it really don't matter, man. Just, oh, it do matter. Like, let's pay attention so we can at least grasp a good concept of what's going on. So when somebody telling you what, especially with us being online, everything ain't the same for everybody. It's different shit going on in different regions. There's a lot of crime happening in some places, but then you got to look who are all there. In the cities like where I'm from and where my people at, it's all black people. But in these mixed areas and shit, people just trying to do the best they can. And then you got a lot of people who are in bed with the government. You got a lot of agent type people, but you also have people who like, well, shit, I'm not even from here, man. I'm from here, or I'm from there. You see what I'm saying? I thought the government tricked me. I thought that this was what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't know I was pushing an agenda. So I think if we can become aware or at least make everyone aware of what's really going on, then they can make a genuine decision on what they should do. But I think a lot of people are pushing agendas without a genuine knowledge of what's actually happening and what's taking place. They don't know the repercussions of their actions and decisions because they're being tricked on what's going on. The indoctrination is so strong.
Mm.
The trickery is so strong. The illusion is so strong. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's why I will, the the pandemic is a perfect example of what you're talking about. Right? We had a lot and I'm never going to let people forget how everyone was acting. You had some people walking around talking about, oh, I'm essential to everything. Like, are you that? Have you lost your mind? And then there were people that were saying, no, he's not wearing his mask. He's not wearing his mask. Like, do you understand that everything right now is they lied to you? Like everyone even had costumes with masks. Like that C-19 was a perfect example of what all of us are talking about here. You can't fall for the BS this time.
Facts.
Right? Because if you fall for the BS, you're walking around pointing the finger at everyone. And now you're arguing even more that someone is not following what the government said. When has ever in history has the government cared about you personally?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I remember when they said, "Oh yes, we're going to make it mandatory now that everyone wears seatbelts." Oh, what? Because you care about our life? No. That wasn't the reason why. That was for more control and to make you pay and have a reason to pull you over because you're not wearing your seatbelt. Like you gave a damn about my life and others. So like once we understand the plays that are running here, I think that we would move more efficiently. And since the majority of us have a hard time adjusting to what we're saying, this is why it's going to have to take another traumatic event. And then you're going to say, oh, they were right. Yeah. You get it now? All right, can we move together as one? Or do we have to wait for another catastrophe? When that catastrophe or traumatic event that's going to happen, there's no returning from that. If the government says, you know what, we have to chip up everyone from here on out, that's our last chance. That's it. Once you do that, it's over. So right now we have a very perfect opportunity to seize, saying this moment that hopefully we won't have to have a traumatic event, but let's see if people get it as time moves on. And I land.
Man, I'm fucking with what you said, man. I totally agree. And shout out to DJ P Trill, my brother. Salute. DJ P Trill. Hey, P Trillion, man, we do gotta have that conversation about the incident. I want to bring that up again. Rest in power, Demetrius Moore.
Yeah.
Sending peace and power to the family. Unfortunately, we've lost a soldier and it hit close to home, right in my hometown, man. Shout out to the Moore family. They are close to me. I'm not going to go into details, but this is a serious issue that as men and as, the men of the community, we need to find ways to bring awareness and find ways to be able to seek justice for this situation And unfortunately, this is a result of the bullshit that we're talking about tonight.
Mm.
These sleeper cell motherfucking racists have popped out of the closet and they want all the smoke. And I want to bring up Rob Notches, even though he's a fucking clown, and even though I don't take him as serious as if I fucking sneezed because I smelt the pepper, you know,
Mm.
a lot of these white nationalists feel this way. Unfortunately, they do. They feel this way. They've been feeling this way. And they actually have the black nationalists feeling this way because a black nationalist will tell you that he tired of niggas too.
Mm.
Black fatigue.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh,
And
yeah, you want to tell me? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
look, I'll say this, because a lot of people, with the so-called black nationalists and the ones that voted for Trump, now hearing them flip and say that, they made a mistake, it was kind of disappointing to hear intellects, very bright people.
hey, T. Burgers, I don't think too many of them is saying that stuff, but you got it, brother.
Well, I would say this, listening to, I would say, for my example, would be Candace Owens, who pushed so hard. And when I say pushed, I mean really pushed Trump so hard now to double back and say that it was a mistake, but whatever. And I would say that these hangings that are going on, it's the timing of these hangings. At this point, I'm not saying that it didn't happen or did happen. Of course it happened, but the timing is it seems too perfect to anger us to the point where we would lash out very emotionally, and we should never make emotional decisions or emotional movements ever. We can't play. We don't want to play their game of mastering, playing with our emotions. And just to add, because I found that very strange that a brother would do that to a Ukrainian girl on the bus. And why did this happen? Why did this brother flip out of this? People are looking at this mental issue. Now, let me tell you what's really going on here. What's going on behind closed doors, ladies and gentlemen, is that I listened to Bobby Hemmett. And for some reason, Bobby Hemmett touched on this, where some of our inmate brothers are getting taken from their cell into a room and being experimented on, giving them suggestions, hypnotic suggestions, so that now when this person comes out of jail, I guess he was in and out 14 times. Like, how do you let someone out 14 times unless you had mental hypnotic control over this brother? And then doing that at that time, look at the timing. The timing seems too perfect to stir up. But that showed me that, not only are they trying to put us against one another, against other colors, but we have always been experimented on. So we have to make sure that all of our moves, our thoughts, is not based on emotions. Everything has to be logical at this point, because we're in a mental war. also on that land.
That's a fact, because those are sleeper cell motherfuckers too. Now tomorrow, when I go into the world is assimilation and we're in the game, I'm gonna compare internal hard drives and external hard drives with having a soul and not having a soul. So the white sleeper cell, most of the white sleeper cells that are emerging right now, these are people who have external hard drives. Their sleeper cell is being awakened by surface level things. And then, like T. Riggles explained, a lot of our people are hypnotized, whether it be from trauma or actual hypnosis, but it's from their internal hard drive. So we're going to get into that shit tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're going to dive deep in on that. And I thank you for bringing that up. That is very relative to the conversation that we having right now, man. So yeah, we're going to tap into that tomorrow. And brother OG, did you want to tap in? I didn't know if you was cutting in to comment or not, but if so, you got it.
Man, go ahead, brother. Y'all got it. I'll tap back in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Much love to my brother Hugh Enlightened and everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah, most deaf, man. Salutes to everybody. You know, man, I think we really got in. I really just wanted to drive those couple of points home. I mean, I think we did a good job, man. I got some shit. I got a whole outline for tomorrow. I'm not gonna open a panel tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna go in just so I can just do a presentation tomorrow. Maybe I'll come back on after I'm done to open the panel up, to just have an open panel. So, you know, once I open an open panel up, you know, we can talk on it. But I think I'm just gonna go right on, man, just so I can get this shit out, bang it, bring it home. And yeah, cause I got a lot of good shit for y'all tomorrow, man. So make sure y'all tap in for that.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to hear that build. You know, and you know, I watched the Charleston White interview, you know, with him sitting on the couch with a yellow shirt and Bet on Me hat. He says some things that I totally disagree with, but he says some things that were absolutely right. And this is one of the things that I noticed, you know. So, and I think that we've already, you know, you've already made points on it, you know, on the Sanchez show, that we can mock George Floyd. We can mock all the brothers that get knocked off. But the minute that someone else says something about them, it's a problem. And I don't think that's balanced at all. I think if we can mock other people, I think if people can mock us and whoever it is, you should be able to mock them. And that lets me know that, you know, just another triple confirmation that, you know, we have a serious problem here. And if we don't deal with this spider or this parasite, you know, it's not going to be good for our children, because I'll be damned. You know, everyone has family here. Everyone's got nieces and nephews. Some people are grandparents already. Like, we cannot leave here. Listen to me now, everyone. We cannot leave here with the place looking like it is. If we don't, I know in my heart of hearts, like, we failed. And I'm not into failing at all. We will do this thing somehow, some way. You know, and whenever, and I love saying this, whatever you're bringing in, whatever you manifesting in your life, y'all, make sure that you throw in, you want positive, divine, ancestry change here, because we will achieve this. Bet my soul on that. And I land.
Most definitely. Most definitely, man. Yeah, and on that note, I do got a couple of calls to make before it get too late. So I want to allow everybody a chance to close out. I do want to run through the chat. He who enlightens. Salute, good brother. Hey, good to see you, man. I wish you could have joined the bill. He said, I got smarter after I stopped watching TV and movies. It's all mind control. I agree with you on that, brother. CIA controls all media. And another thing, the CIA is going to be in control of our security system here in America once they achieve the digital ID, because that's who's going to be behind those cameras, catching those scans. Every time you go through a traffic light, they're going to be scanning your barcode and shit. Every time you go in the store, they're going to be scanning your barcode. So we do got to watch out for that CIA agenda, man, with the digital ID. And make sure you do send me those emails, good brother. I'm going to be looking for them. And we have to set some bills up for the future. Salutes, bro. Once again, shout out to my brother Voodoo Child. Appreciate you for supporting the show. I did not check to see. I'm gonna see if anyone else did. I'm sorry, y'all. I was gonna get out of here before we did that. I apologize if I didn't catch you. JJ, salute. Hey, JJ. Yeah, you caught that, huh? Rob not shit. Yeah, that's his name. Rob not shit. Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, Rob not shit, man. Salute. My brother DJ Trio, salute. Pete Trillion, man. Make sure tap in, bro, so we can link up, man, and put some shit together. Salutes to you, bro. Shout out to Von Hall. Salute. Much love and respect to Von Hall. Shout out to and my brother Mental Ninja. Salute, Mental Ninja. My brother Brun, Slap Power Guy, salute. My brother Marty, salute. My brother Big Dog Philly, salute. Salutes to everybody, man. Much love and respect. Yeah, Rob not shit, man. That motherfucker came up. Sanchez said, "Oh, this nigga's a gang banger, man."
Oh man, that was funny to hear Rob come up there and do what he does best, being the provocateur of the whole thing. And in my closing remarks, man, thank you, Key, for having me up here, for letting me speak my piece, and whenever we come against or like a person like Rob that comes on, to agitate, to get people emotional, that is a sign of something, a very serious spiritual sign that we must identify and that we must not buy in to make us get too emotional, and I think that's Rob's goal, to make sure that to move you with just his words, and we shouldn't be moved so easily with a person like that. But thank you, Key. I appreciate it, brother. You know what I'm saying? You are a major piece to this puzzle here for the solution to our problems. And much love to the OG, the champ. Salute to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Love you so much, brother. I love you so much, big dog. And I remember when you first did this channel thing, man. I'll never forget that. Hard work does pay off. Thank you so much, Keith.
Hey, appreciate you, brother. You know, it's nothing but love and respect. I appreciate you for adding to the deal too, brother. Salutes to you. Much love and respect. And that nigga Rob came up. As soon as I saw that red, white, and blue, I said, oh shit, this nigga's a KKK member, a Blood, and a Crip tonight in this motherfucker. Look at this nigga.
Yeah. Hey, look, Rob looked like he been working out a little bit. He laid off the little drugs. He said, now I'm gonna be ready for these brothers. Whenever I see a brother sleeping somewhere, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna come out the bushes and then shank him up and then throw him in the river. He looked like he getting prepared. Getting prepared
to go to jail. He wanna choke a nigga out and fucking probably with his gas. And that was his motherfucking costume. That's the shit he wearing for Halloween, man. That nigga got a bag of muscles from Walmart and put them shits on.
Maybe that was AI muscles. It's AI muscles.
That nigga with 3 gangs. He's a KKK member, a Blood, and a Crip. That nigga crazy. Hey, man, shout out to everybody, man. Much love and respect, man. Listen, to brother OG Philly, man, you want to close out, brother? Take your time, man.
I don't got much to say. Appreciate you for letting me know. Peace and power to people, man. Power to the motherfucking people. Flat power. Appreciate you, brother. Much love to everybody. Peace.
Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power. Much love and respect. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna do an early show tomorrow so I can make sure I get that daytime crowd, man. It's gonna be a great presentation. Salutes to everybody. Much love and respect, man. And y'all already know what it is. Peace and power to y'all, man. Much love and respect. And I'll catch y'all next time, man. Salute.